106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it. Wow!
Welcome back to the Blues Brothers Minute. This is that show where we discuss the film The Blues Brothers 2 minutes at a time. My name is Tom Taylor, and I'm here with Mike DeMaria.
Good evening.
Good evening, Mike. Mm-hmm. You know who else is here? Our buddy Dan Lewis.
Good evening. We've been expecting you. We're finishing up.
He's eating.
Last bite of the pizza.
We're supposed to come to band practice having eaten.
No, last bite.
All right.
Potato and olive pizza. Very interesting. And nettles.
Potato and olive.
With stinging nettles.
How? What form are the potatoes in? Or are they? Is it like little glops of like mashed potato, or is it like
thin
slices of potato?
Of Yukon Gold on there. I tell you, it's good.
Jesus.
Trying to carve
intriguing.
Up. Yeah.
Wow. Does it have rosemary on it too?
Yeah, there was I think it does have a little rosemary. There was definitely an herbage.
Because that's usually the gig. It's usually potato, rosemary, and olive oil.
I trust you, man. It's real greaseball shit.
Is there a name for that brand of pizza, that style of pizza?
Italian.
Yeah, it's called potato, rosemary right. Pizza. That's exactly what I just said.
Is that how you knew there was rosemary in it?
It really rolls off the tongue on the way
potato,
to the gullet.
It's rosemary.
Give me a slice of potato, rosemary, olive.
Yeah, that's a good. It's got rosemary on there. It's very good. But anyway, enough about the pizza.
Is it? Let's not talk about pizza. Let's talk about the Blues Brothers, specifically minutes 93 and 94.
Oh boy!
Jake starts off this section of minutes, casually blackmailing Maury Sline with a mention of his wife, which somehow convinces Maury to get them the Palace Ballroom. And then we cut to Curtis talking to the orphans, and they and the Blues Brothers start taking the word to the streets.
And
that's what happens.
I think
two fats domino.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. So when he starts it off by saying, "How's Mrs. Sline?" and he says, "I might have some information that she might like to know." And that's when is Joey Lawrence? Is that it?
Joey Lawrence, Steve Lawrence.
Steve Lawrence. Yeah, Joey Lawrence was on one of those shows, right?
Whoa, yeah.
Whoa. No, it was
Dreamboat.
So Steve
Punk.
Lawrence. He kind of wakes up from he has his head leaning back, but he gives him a smile like he appreciates it, you know?
Look at old Jake blackmailing.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh yeah, this is
hoisted like by coming my at him petard."
Right, exactly. He's coming at him with his own game.
Right.
Hey, can I make a dumb joke? Hoisted by my own Jean-Luc Petard?
All
right.
Jesus.
Right,
my hat's off to you for getting the same character into multiple jokes, but Jesus Christ.
I'm great. Hey, we got our third, I think it's our third mission from God from Elwood.
Yeah,
that's Elwood's thing, isn't it?
It's a strong one, isn't it?
Yeah. He's cutting through the bullshit.
We're on a mission.
Come on, Maury. We need this. We're on a mission from God.
We're on a gas.
Oh, and Maury says, I don't think you're gonna gross dollar one, but if you do, I want a taste of the gate. And they say, okay. And it seems to me that if you're making this kind of a deal, you'd like to spell out and define what a taste means and what he's expecting and what you're prepared to give.
Right.
And it makes me a little anxious that they just sort of leave it out in the open like that. So totally. Here's your $10.
A taste in the wine world would be half a glass.
Mm-hmm.
Right. So how does that, what sort of a percentage does that translate to?
Maybe he means I want the rest after the $5,000.
No.
Oh, wow.
That you.
No, because he has.
No.
Because when he gets paid later, and we'll jump ahead, when the guy who's the promoter or the guy who wants to record them, he gives him he gives them an advance, doesn't he?
He gives them, yes, he gives them a big fat advance, and don't they take
$5,000.
They take the $5,000 they need for the Penguin.
Give the rest of the band.
Yes. Do they say anything about getting anything to Mr. Sline? I forget.
No, because that's not the door. The guy just because it.
Oh, that's true. You're right.
This never happens. But he goes, "I'd want to record."
That's the recording contract. Yeah.
Here's I'm just going to hand you over some money, so that we could record some of your covers, right? So that's what's going to happen. They're going to go into the studio and record a bunch of Sweet Home Chicago.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
That's exactly what's going to happen. That's what they did in real life.
I can't stand that.
The turnaround.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, the Sweet Home Chicago is a song that, of course, having lived in Chicago, for one reason or another, you'll hear it 1,000 times. Plus, you'll go to Cubs games, you'll hear it. That's a shitty song, man.
Mm-hmm.
Isn't it?
Yeah. I was just gonna say, like, isn't any song that you have to hear over and over again, and that you know you're gonna hear over and over again, doesn't that just become shitty no matter what?
Not necessarily.
Not I didn't believe it as I was saying it. You're right. There's some songs that are just good. You might get tired of them.
Yeah,
but you know they're not shit.
Well, that song, it's just watered down. It's like a song you could just guess that Eric Clapton wrote that one.
Oh,
yeah. But I don't know if I ever told you this story.
He's not playing it.
I may have brought this up at some point, but when I was in college, we had our I was in a band that with a couple guys. It was called Soda. We were in like a little.
Whoa!
All right.
What'd you play? Nice. The schnozophone?
Yeah. Those sound like a couple of bullet ricochets there.
Right.
What was the name of the band?
Spittoon. We were Spittoon. No, I was in a little 3-piece outfit called Soda. Right?
Oh,
then
Soda.
We were also in this band that was like a mainstay on campus. It was called Time Warp. It was a cover band that was run by...
That was with the teachers in it too, right?
Yeah, we had the 2 teachers. I brought this up before. But so it was like 2 teachers.
Yeah. I think the last time we talked about the turnaround.
So I said, so I played drums there, and my friend who was in my other band was the guitarist. And then we had this other guy who was like a Deadhead stoner, and he liked he was a big Leonard Skinner fan. But he had a hard time playing with a band because he wouldn't listen to anybody, so he was always off. His strumming rhythm was always off. He'd be playing and it was like the totally opposite of the song you're playing.
It's a good quality to have in a musician.
Yeah, he was always against the rhythm. His rhythm was always off. Wow. And then we had 2 Time Warp, and then we had 2 we had 2 professors that were in the band. One was a criminology teacher, and he was missing a finger, and he said he lost his finger in a rocking chair accident. He fell asleep in a rocking chair and lopped it off.
Good grief.
I don't know if it was true. I don't know if it was true or not, but he played harmonica, which is I have a hard time with that instrument. I really just not a big harmonica.
It usually sucks. It's good sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the other guy was
real careful with a harmonica.
Yeah, he was a teacher, real tall, skinny guy. He had like an Abe Lincoln beard, and he had this like one finger technique where he just plucked the bass with one finger. It's fantastic. But anyways, that was Time Warp.
I love it.
And we used to play Sweet Home
One
Chicago.
Guy's got all of his fingers, missing one. One guy's got all of his finger, only uses one.
Right.
It's just like having the 2 TVs, one where the sound works, one where the picture works, and you have to play them both at the same time.
Put them both at the same time. It was almost his way of like teasing the other guy. I'm just going to play with one finger just to show you, that I don't even need to use all my 5 fingers.
That TV thing's called the Carl Pilkington, by the way. But go ahead.
But as I was saying, so we played Sweet Home Chicago, and the guy who was his name was Eric. He was the classic rock dude. He would just go off into his mind, and he wouldn't pay attention. And he was the kind of guy that didn't understand the turnaround. He couldn't get the turnaround.
Oh boy!
He'd be going down, ba-dum, 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 ba-dum. You knew when it was coming. I just went through my 12 bars. Here comes the turnaround.
You could set your watch to it usually. Jesus, how hard is it?
But he didn't get it. So the one guy, the Abe Lincoln guy with the Abe Lincoln beard, would always kind of start walking over towards him during the middle before the turnaround came, and he'd get right in his face.
Right.
And he would just like be screaming at him because he was a little hard of hearing too. The bass player.
It's a pretty solid sounding band.
So he'd walk over and you'd see it coming.
How do you do it? Murder perfectly good songs this way.
You don't lead him so much.
Easy. You just don't listen so much.
No. So he'd walk over to him and he'd look him right in the eye and he'd try to get his attention because he'd be off in his own words like, turn around. And he would do it like 2 bars before and he would still never hit it.
Did anyone ever think he was the singer?
Yeah, he was. He would sing some of the songs.
Going,
And so, but he would always still miss the turnaround. He'd always get it wrong, and he'd be like, "Nah!" And he'd walk back to his spot. Missed
it again.
And I'd have these conversations with him at like this. I'm like, why is it so hard? It's 12 bars, 4. You count by 4s. You see the bars. It's 4 bars, 4 bars, 4 bars, 12 bars blues. It's a good country key.
Yeah.
Hey, you just do it.
Sweet Home Chicago, it ain't.
Yeah, he was always in a time warp.
Sweet Home to Chicago, it wasn't.
Sweet Home Chicago, it ain't.
That's great. These were covers?
Yeah, we did nothing but covers, yeah.
I'm kind of an environmentalist, so and I'm into that kind of thing, plus recycling. So I only listen to local cover bands. I feel like that's yeah.
Listen locally.
Yeah.
Act globally.
I only listen to bands that I can walk to.
Right. I have to be able to walk to them, and they have to not play any originals.
Yeah.
Because that's a bigger carbon footprint.
Enough trees have died for the writing of songs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
We've got plenty of songs already. Let's just work on those.
Yeah.
Have you heard every song? Beats. No. Just wait around till everybody plays everything.
You know what I'll do is I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll challenge myself that when this show airs, I'll post a picture of Time Warp in the Facebook group.
Ooh.
Oh, that'd be very cool. Yeah. Vintage mic photo there, huh? You're back behind
you'll
the drums, though, yeah?
Yeah, you'll see. I'm in that. You'll see it. It'll be like I'll be wearing. I'll have a shaved head, and I'll be wearing like a Dinosaur Jr. T-shirt, and everybody else will just.
All right.
Very nice.
Abe Lincoln will have like a painter's cap on, and you'll see. I'll get a good picture with everybody in it. You'll see. You'll see.
You've already painted the picture with words, but now you're going to illustrate it with illustrations. I like it. That's the Blues Brothers Minute Listeners Hole over on Facebook. That's where you're going to find that and all the other fun stuff.
A lot of action over there.
Just
a lot of fun action. Great conversation to be had.
Yes.
All right. So what do we got going on in this minutes?
I like the old sight gag of the come on guys, let's go. And like they pull back and then the entire band has been sitting there in towels.
Solid joke. Got the whole
solid
band
joke. And Duck Dunn still got his pipe.
And Willie Hall's got his visor.
If the shit fits, wear it.
Yeah. Apparently the shit still fits and he's wearing it.
Yeah.
Scoot over, goddammit.
Scoot over, goddammit.
Goddammit.
You owe a lot of money for that money you drank last night, goddammit.
We got right to the orphanage and this truck being loaded up with globes and chalkboards and stuff. Yeah. Which to me looks like the orphanage is already done. Like they're emptying the place out.
Yeah, well, you might take the globe first. Do you take a globe last or first when you move?
I don't know. I think it's usually one of the last things, I would think. Right.
Chalkboard
I can see going first.
Yeah, well, have you noticed all these little bastards are standing on the stoop there? And I probably shouldn't have called them little bastards. That wasn't very nice.
Oh, probably some of them are.
They're probably some of them are bastards.
But they're blocking the way of the movers.
Yeah, get out of the people's
Civil
way.
Disobedience.
There's a couple of guys behind him waiting with a piano.
With a gigantic mirror.
Yeah, so there's a bunch of lads sitting on the steps of Saint, what is it?
St. Copious? No,
St. Copious. That's northern Nebraska. What's it called?
It's St. Helen of the Blessed Shroud Orphanage.
Yeah. Bunch of kids standing on the stoop there as Cab Calloway talks to him. Trying to get them to go out and promote the show.
Yeah. And take the word to the streets.
You get a montage
Oh my God, wait a minute. I don't mean to interrupt, but there's 2 globes. Jesus Christ, there's already a globe on the truck and they're carrying out another one.
They're trying to teach the controversy. Worse than I thought. There's the flat globe and the round one.
Right. Just in case.
Yeah.
All right. I didn't mean to interrupt. I'm sorry.
That's okay.
It just shook me to the core.
Well, the Catholics, this is a Catholic orphanage, and the Catholics aren't flat earthers. Catholics are actually about, education. So they believe in science. They still do.
God has the whole world in his hands.
Mm-hmm. Got to coordinate.
It's a big ball. Yeah.
Coordinate. Yeah. And it's what is it? Fats Domino. I'm walking.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. I'm walking. Do. It's a good song. And go ahead, Tom.
Curtis says we're going up north to put the word on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
Which made me think
Winnetka.
I guess. Well, that's the thing. Like, they never really say where the Palace Ballroom is.
Well, what they did say
I know it's 106 miles from Chicago, as listeners to the show.
Well,
nothing ever happens in Chicago in this damn movie.
Well, the Palace Ballroom, where they shot, the building they used for the shoot is the South Shore Cultural Center.
That's right.
Which is at 7059 South Shore Drive, Chicago. So that became the Palace Hotel Ballroom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's right.
Another place we should go do a remote from that we never will.
Right. I think it's probably a Chicago Park District building, correct?
Yeah, it's got to be.
I think now it is, yeah. I think it was a country club at the time, and now it's, now
way
it's
down.
Park
so that'll be
thing.
a little south of Hyde Park, the neighbor, isn't that right? Or it is in Hyde Park, or a little south of Hyde Park where, of course, Barack Obama lived, and for all I know, again lives.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. No, he lives in D.C. now, but they still have the house there.
Oh, they're still in D.C. because the kids are in school and stuff. But anyway, he's...
but they still have that house.
They were down there in Hyde Park, which is, the University of Chicago neighborhood down there. And it's quite nice. It's pretty far down south there. Pretty far from where we typically lived when we were there. Am I right?
Yeah, but it's not. It's over by the Museum of Science and Industry.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
That's Hyde Park.
Which is a very cool museum if you ever get a
submarine
chance
in there.
to go.
Yeah, it's fantastic.
Maybe some of our Patreons would like to go there.
Yeah.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, if our
Maybe they'd like to
Patreons
Patreonize the place.
Yeah, and if some of our Patreons ever visit Chicago, make sure you don't look us up.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had it. All this hobnobbing, gala luncheons.
It's
exhausting.
Unless you pay to play. I mean, that could be another level of Patreonism.
We give you our phone numbers.
Yeah. You throw some cash. Maybe we'll meet you at the Wiener Circle and we'll have a hot dog.
Yeah, go to the Wiener Circle.
Throw us $5,000, you get a taste of the gate.
Right.
Yeah, we'll pull up in an Uber, we'll have a hot dog, and then we'll jump back in the Uber and get the hell out of there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bring a casserole to pass.
Well, I mean, it's
Beautiful.
like, if you are in Chicago, just give us a call. It's like, it's like, what's his name? It's Richard Kind's character in Curb Your Enthusiasm.
Yeah.
The cousin.
If you're in town, you call.
You give a call. It's like, what's for? I don't have time to hang out. Yeah, but you're there. You give a call. You give a call when you're in town. What?
Well, if it works out, we'll meet, but it'll have to be obviously a very public place because we don't really know who the hell you are.
Yeah, that's scary.
Right. We want to feel safe, but we also want to have a nice time.
Mike will be scattered around town if you meet the wrong Patreon. You'll be dissolving in a vat of acid.
All right, take it easy now. Take it easy.
It's real ugly.
Saying, you don't know who these Patreons
I don't need that
are.
kind of
That's how they do it.
There.
That's how they do. That's how they get you. They give you
Just
$10
wanted a
a month or something, and then blambo, $5 a month. Next thing you know, they're going through your trash and waiting for you to come out your front door. I tell you, I don't trust these Patreons.
Well, bam.
Early access to the show wasn't enough. They had to murder you and dissolve you. There's no pleasing some people. That's what's really frustrating.
For $10,000, we offer final access to my corpse.
All right. Take it easy. I think we should cut all this out.
Get off death.
No one's ever going to come visit us.
Get off death.
No one's ever going to want to be our friends. It's all right.
Oh, that's good.
It's fine. Hey, so that whole that montage starts with the Fats Domino and everything, and the first shot is this loudspeaker, and they pan down to a playground, like a school ground playground, with some of the Blues Brothers walking through it, and I don't understand the shot. I don't get it.
I don't.
Well, the shot
it feels like there's supposed to be some gag there.
It's just a random
there's
shot.
a huge gag there. Yeah, the gag
What's the huge gag?
The gag is that speaker is about 3 stories in the air, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And they're somehow going to climb up there, and he's got a little tiny little red little
oh my God.
And they're stealing it. They're going to walk up there and they're going to take this massive speaker off the top of that pole, and they're going to carry it down and put it on the top of their car. It's impossible.
You, my friend, are so good at
He's
the Blues
good at
Brothers.
this.
You should
No
be on the
question.
Blues Brothers.
Good.
It's like stealing the Liberty
Bell. I did
Bell.
not put that together at all.
Yeah, it's like stealing the Liberty in broad daylight in a crowded playground.
Let me tell you something.
What are these kids going to do?
You're good. Landis is not, because there's no way that the average viewer picks up that gag.
I think I'm so used to seeing the speaker on top of the Bluesmobile that I never ever thought about where it came from.
I even thought about it. I even thought about what is the
think to put those
I
shots
even thought
together.
about what is the purpose of that shot. I had the same thought you did, Tom, and I still didn't come up with it.
Yeah.
The purpose
We're
of
both
the
smart
shot.
people.
The purpose of the shot, it pans down and you see them walking towards it with a little tiny toolbox. And if you look, it has like a little, it has like those, like a telephone pole that has those little metal spikes that pop out so they can climb up it.
Yeah.
So the
Make
gag
it easier
is
to carry that 3-ton thing down.
Exactly. These two guys are going to climb up there and they're going to unscrew it, carry it down, and attach it to the car.
I nominate Blue Lou and Macatar Murphy.
Right. So I'm the best. I am the best. I'm good at this movie.
There's no question you're right about that.
You're really good.
And that's just something I straight up missed. But I don't think, again, and I'm not trying to make excuses. I'm just, as for the purposes of analysis of the film, this is a gag that doesn't really work. You've got a tiny little group of people with a tiny little, from this vantage point, toolbox. It's people are just not going to do the math.
If I mean, again, like maybe like I was used to seeing it on the car. Maybe if, like the first time you see it in the movie, maybe the first time you see the movie, maybe it does work because they cut from that to like right to it being on the car.
Doubt it.
No?
I get what Dan's saying. Dan's saying is you're not going to stick with that shot long enough to actually see the two of them walking up to make that connection.
You're just going to see a, and because it's a montage, your brain goes a bunch of shots. I don't know. It's not. You're not going to go, I see. They're going to go, and they've got a toolbox. What are they up to? Oh, I see. They're going to do this thing. Never. Oh. No way.
Can I re-edit this? This is what they should have done. The movie's in the can, and it's a classic. Everybody loves it except for Dan, but this is what they should have done. They should have show them on the ground, and then pan up to the PA thing, and then you cut to the car.
Completely fix the problem.
Yep, he's right.
Or, you start, again, let me even improve it even more if you really want to. I mean, I know they don't want to waste a lot of time in a montage, but all you need is quick shots. Right. The low shot, just as you suggested.
Yeah.
Down low, you see the toolbox, you see him walking, you're following, you pan up to the thing, and then you have a shot from almost behind the bell so that it's in the foreground, and you have them pointing for a second. And then you cut to the car, and it's obvious they stole it.
Or you just have them walking up and they start actually climbing up, and then you pan
Any
up.
of those things would work. What won't work is when you're at an altitude where they look like ants. Yeah, it's not going to work. Yeah. Jesus.
I had to rewind. I mean, granted, I'm watching it on like a little computer and stuff, but like, I had to like go back and okay, there's Elwood. All right. I guess he's in this shot.
I picked this up even as a kid. That's why I was so quick to the draw here.
Really?
Right. So I'm sitting there, a latchkey kid, home alone after at 5:00 on a Wednesday afternoon, eating Steakums, and I picked up
the Steakums. I knew it. I was going to say the Steakums probably improve cognitive performance.
Right, give you a superpower.
The nitrates and whatnot. Yeah,
could be the nitrates, could be the nitrites, could be anything. Could be the sodium, could be the potassium, or the
could be the night sweats.
The yellow number 8. Hey. Tom, did you appreciate the use of almost Star Wars wipes in this montage?
I didn't think of that, but yes, now that you mention it,
they are not Star Wars wipes because they have a slight border to them, almost like what Matisse puts on fruit. But
they do have like a hard edge where the Star Wars ones are very soft.
Yeah, the Star Wars is a fuzzy wipe.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys pick up on the
fuzzball?
Did you guys pick up on the latchkey reference? Do you know what latchkey is?
Yeah,
of course.
Yeah, you talked about that.
Parents
before. You're a latchkey
they couldn't be bothered.
Right, but that's not. I don't think that's a universal reference.
Kids with bad parents.
Well, those kids that had to let themselves in like a latch and a key. You hid the key.
Yeah, that's right.
And your kids will let themselves in after school and then just sit and watch TV until the parents came home.
Right. Stolen porno.
Except we had a program at our school that was actually called Latchkey, and that was you just go to play in the gym.
We did too. We had the Latchkey program. Yeah.
All right.
It's just that bad parent program didn't roll off the tongue quite the same way.
Yeah, there's a degree of shame in that.
And bad parent meaning both parents worked.
Right, that's bad.
Right.
Yeah, if you're from the Dr. Laura Schlesinger school.
Yeah, that's bad parenting.
That's bad parents.
Hey, I almost commented on this car when it was in the background of the truck being loaded in front of the orphanage, but I guess it's Curtis's car, and it's is it one of those like weird, I don't know what
El Camino?
It's like open in back. It's like a sedan, but it's got like a big open back.
You're thinking of
almost like a pickup truck.
You're thinking of like an El Camino. It's not though. This car looks a lot like, it's kind of in the same vein as Murph and the Magic Tones car, but his had a cover on the back.
Yeah.
And it's
okay. So like a cover comes up on that back part?
Yeah, so they probably took the cover off so they put all the kids in there because he called it a wagon.
All right.
It looks like almost like a Cadillac with a...
Right. I'm wondering if this is like a Cab Calloway kind of like staple because when Cab Calloway in the 30s, he would always be in the Zoot suits, remember?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm wondering if this is like a car that the Zoot suit set would drive around in,
Maybe.
Well, I don't know if the Zoot suits rode around in an El Camino.
It's not but that's not an El Camino there. It's some.
It's a Ranchero, maybe.
Yeah.
Canyonero?
It's a Torta.
Yeah. Whoa, Canyonero.
Oh, Canyonero.
Smells like a steak and seats 35.
No, 38. Smells like a steak and seats 35. Canyonero. Canyonero.
Top of the line, utility sports. Unexplained fires are matter for the courts.
If anybody cares, that's the Oscar F. Meyer Elementary School at 2250 North Clinton.
Oh.
Clifton, excuse me.
Now we're at North Clifton all of a sudden.
Yeah.
Is that the...
They're all over the place.
We're all over the map.
So the F. Murray Abraham School?
Yeah, the F. Murray Abraham who won an Oscar Elementary School.
F. Jackie Abraham.
Are they... is it this minute or do they have Jackie Abraham? Oh! Do they? Is this minute they start talking about which counties they covered? That's next minute, isn't it?
That's the next minute.
Okay,
McHenry.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty confusing.
You're ruining it, Dan.
We'll get to that later.
Well, he goes Lake McHenry and then
DuPage.
What county did they? DuPage County.
Yeah, everything but Cook.
Right. Yeah, everything except for Chicago is.
Why bother with the one with all the people in it? Who would go to a big music rhythm and blues concert?
Not a big music county.
And review.
Yeah. Chicago's not known as a music place,
Yeah, I can see
more of a DuPage County thing,
I said show band and review.
And review.
Review is a fancy word for covers.
Yeah, I guess
we'll review some songs that other people wrote for us.
Yeah, review. We're going to spell it different so you don't notice.
So I forgot to mention this. I forgot to mention this a couple weeks ago, but remember when I said, I think it was the Caddyshack minute where I lost my my vomit streak.
Oh
yeah.
Yeah, so I hadn't thrown up since...
that was a good one.
Yeah, I hadn't thrown up since 1990.
25 years.
Yeah, it was over 20 years. It was 1993 was the last time I threw up. And I made it all the way until, 2015, I think. 2016 or 2015.
Yeah.
But... So I started a new streak, and then a couple weeks ago, it was about a month ago, I lost it again.
Oh my God!
But the first time, when I lost it in 2015, I told you I came out of the gym, and the sun was a little too bright. So
that's what does it to me. Yeah.
That's the weakest part. Is I had a 20-something year streak, and I lost it. The sun was shining a little too hot, and I just come off the treadmill, and I felt a little wheezy. But I opened up the car door and I just opened up my mouth and it kind of just fell out, which was kind of weak. He's like, no. I was like, oh no.
You lost your lunch. That's losing the lunch. That's not tossing anything or chucking up anything. That's just losing something.
They kind of misplaced
Where's my lunch?
Right.
I had my lunch a second ago.
This last one was a full-on vomitorium.
Oh God.
Yeah, this was...
Wow.
This is the one that you're proud of to lose your streak. I was laying in bed. I woke up at 2 a.m. Just making this sound like, I was like, oh no, it tastes horrible.
We'd be in so much trouble for making that noise.
Right. You're just looking at, and you had that taste in your mouth, like you just licked a battery, and it's like, I'm like, why is my stomach hurt?
If you're going to lose it, get your money's worth.
Yeah. So I go, why is my stomach hurt? And then I went to the bathroom and just, and it was like, oh yeah, here it comes. Oh no. It's just like when you open up your mouth and there's that one convulsion where your stomach just does that convulsion.
Oh, Jesus.
You're salivating all of a sudden.
I hate it.
And the next thing you hear is just that sound of the liquid hitting the tile floor. It's like, psh, psh.
Oh, on the floor.
Yeah, because I missed
aim for the toilet.
I did, but it was like a spray that was very wide.
Oh my God!
So you got to turn the nozzle, man. Go for the more focused spray.
And not at 2 a.m. So it covered everything. It
covered shower.
Covered the entire toilet, the wall, the floor.
It's right.
And it was 2. It was one. It was 1. And then there was another one that immediately followed.
Wow.
And as soon as it's over, you just like get right to work. You just spit the last piece out.
Yeah.
Before, as soon as it stops hitting the ground, and you just start cleaning everything and wiping everything down. And,
yeah. Well, I'm sorry / proud of you.
Yeah, well, yeah. So now I think it's a regular thing now. Now I'm immortal.
Yeah.
A mere mortal.
Yeah, you're on
I always assume
different
so.
kind of streak.
Hey, is anyone interested in trivia? Hey, look at that.
Oh,
hey, Mike.
I wasn't going to do it. I wasn't going to do the celebration,
either,
but
Tom did
you
it.
did it. Yeah.
I did it. It's okay. But listen, Mike, you don't even have to bother because Dan and I have already done trivia, and we're going to use that as trivia tonight, if that's okay with everybody.
Why was I not included?
I don't know. You had to wait until 8:30, and then Dan said, let's not invite Mike to this
because
trivia
thing. You said that you weren't ready until 8:30, and so we went ahead and...
Well, first of all, I said 8:15, not 8:30.
Wait just a minute.
No, you did not.
You said
I have
8:30.
it on record
it's in print.
Take a look at it because it says 8:15. I'm looking at it right now.
If it says 8:15, I'm throwing my phone across the room.
Why? Me too. Why would Tom and I both remember the same way?
Can we start at 8:30? Signed, Mike DiMaria.
I never said 8:30. Yeah. I meant 8:15.
I don't know what you. I'm not arguing with what you meant.
I mean 8:15.
Can we start about 8:30? All right. I meant 8:15, so my fault. I'll take responsibility for that.
I'll stand by your text. You know what? Let's not use the trivia thing that we did. You want to just not use it and just do a quick little trivia thing with Mike now?
Give me some questions.
Okay, here we go. You know some science?
Yeah.
All right. It's not really a science question, but what's the international radio code word for the letter Y?
Right, yarbles.
It's yarbles.
Yarbles.
That's right.
Bolshiarblakos. Bolshiarblakos.
If it's BY, like if you're saying bye, you have to say Bolshiarblakos.
Yeah.
Right.
Yankee.
Correct. It's Yankee.
Oh yeah.
It's Yankee.
It's Yankee.
Yeah. So
Yankee Yarblakos. To thee and
Yankee Yarblakos.
Come and get it in the Yankees.
Give us a drink. We'll make it a par 3, Mike. Give us what do you want to hear now?
Go ahead.
Entertainment. Okay, then here we go. What comedian was born Alan Stewart Konigsberg?
Oh, that's Woody Allen.
That's right, Woody Allen. Wow. Alan Stewart Konigsberg.
Great book if you want to get one of his early books, Getting Even.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. Getting Even. It's a bunch of his little
it's
plays
so
and little. Yeah.
And the one about flowers too is good too. What's it called? Flowers something? Flowers for Algernon. No, that's not it.
Flowers for
it's
Algernon.
Something about flowers.
All right, I'll look it up.
Anyway, what do you want there, man? Okay, let's go with this one. Let's go with history.
History.
What did Harry S. Truman's middle initial stand for?
Can I guess?
Sure.
Based on nothing?
Let's give Tom
Sherman.
a guess.
I'm going to say Sherman.
It stood for S. It did not stand for anything. You threw it in there.
Really?
That's right.
Just good, like Rock Hudson and not Rock Hudson.
Rock Hudson.
What's it? Cary Grant in North by Northwest.
Oh, so it's Harry.
Right.
Harry asked Truman.
Harry asked Truman. Harry.
See
all right, let's give you some geography for you here, man.
All right, come on.
What U.S. state is Fort Knox in?
Tennessee.
I know that from the movie Goldfinger.
Goldfinger. What is it, Tom?
Kentucky.
I'm not sure. Tennessee? Kentucky.
Mike's looking them up. You can tell because he.
No, I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm laying on my back.
He gets them wrong and then he gets them right.
It's Kentucky.
Okay. Now here's a good one. What is the world's warmest sea?
Oh. Mediterranean.
No, it's going to be where the Bay of Bengal is, or Bengal. Indian Ocean.
No, it's the Red Sea.
Oh, fuck that shit.
Now you know.
That's right. I mean, it makes
Show
sense.
off.
It's yeah. All right, let's go with one last one here. Let me see what you got here. You want some sports there, Mike? You like sports?
Yeah.
All right, big sports question here. What 5 cards make up a perfect cribbage hand?
Fuck, that's not a sport.
This is the way I play it. It's full contact.
Is it cribbage or quidditch?
What a fucked up game this is, cribbage.
Is it cribbage or quidditch?
It's not Quidditch, it's cribbage.
How many quaffles in a snitch?
81 version. Quidditch didn't even exist.
That's God. Think about that.
Sure.
A world without Quidditch. How did we get along?
Anyway, here's the answer to this
Star Wars
ridiculous question. What kind of game is this cribbage? What 5 cards make up a perfect cribbage hand? 1 jack and 4 5s. What?
That sounds stupid.
You're just jerking around at that
give
point.
us one more.
My
Give us
grandpa
one
played
more.
cribbage, you know.
One more.
Give us one more, and then we'll
What?
go to bed. Come on.
Not made of trivia.
What category do we not do yet?
Oh well, we didn't do any arts and literature.
Let's go.
All right, okay. I'll
Old
pull
Man
out
in
one
the
of
Sea.
these here.
Mike's a man of letters.
Okay,
He's gonna ace this.
here you go, man.
Madame Bovary.
No,
There you go.
yeah,
That was trivia.
no, cut the music. Cut it.
I'm sorry.
What?
Try to make a joke and then it all goes nuts.
What Edgar Allan Poe tale has a friend visiting Roderick Usher in his ancestral home?
House of Usher.
I'm afraid you just
Fall
missed
of the
it.
House of Usher.
The Fall of the House of Usher. All right, there you go.
The inferior sequel to the House of Usher.
I would have been given it.
You would.
Hey, it's my son. My son just ran downstairs.
Oh,
come
Sam.
on. No kids or wives in the dugout.
It's not my wife. You're just my kid. You going
No
to bed?
kids or wives in the dugout.
I'm real fond of you.
How you doing there, kid?
Dan wants to know how you're doing. How you doing, Sam?
No.
Good? He says good. No. You should be in bed, son.
Yeah,
Wait
me
a
too.
Yeah, we all
we
should.
should all be in bed. Set a good example for your dad and his friends, and get to bed. Ow!
Go on, be a good
Throwing
kid.
Nerf balls at me.
You get a
I
nice
love
little
you,
kid there.
son. He's a good guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So, did we get a new Patreon?
Oh.
Son of a bitch, we did. How'd you know that? I told you that, didn't I?
Yeah, we had a little discussion.
Yes.
We talk
did.
about you when you become Patreons. We have discussions about you.
Yeah,
Another
we
in
got
a
all
line,
excited 'cause
an
we're
endless
pleased.
line of extremely misguided idiots.
Yes. I don't
What
know
are
what
you
we
doing?
did to make you fall for this. But listen, before I announce these beautiful people, if you just go to patreon.com/ditchdiggers and you can join the ever-growing ranks of these nice people whose names we're about to read out to you.
What do they get?
You support the show over there for a low recurring donation that helps us out, helps keep the lights on, helps keep Mike and Steakums. And for that, you can get early access to the show. You might get some bonus shows if you ever start doing that. You can get postcards from us. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, and it's a party over there. And we were welcoming a new guy, Bill Turner.
Oh,
Bill Turner, we speak your name.
we speak your
Along
name.
with our we speak your names.
Otherwise known as
Also-
Latchkey Steakum House.
I want to
Turd
thank
Ferguson.
Latchkey Steakum House, Mark Mavora House, Captain America House, Snoke Porter House, Pork Snorter House, Matt Carson House, and Scott Bishop House and Private Pile House.
Sloth
Thank you
Blather
all.
House.
You
Tucker
you
McElroy House.
guys.
Tucker McElroy
Tucker
House.
McElroy House.
Fucker House.
House McHouse House. God bless you all. Thank you for supporting the show,
The
making it all possible,
House.
so that the rest of these freeloaders can just listen for free.
Huffaluffa.
Crying
Your
out
choice.
loud. No, we love you all. Anybody who's listening to the sound of my voice, any of you people in the sound of my voice, you're awesome. Thank you for listening.
You.
And hey, if you want to, you can head over to Twitter. Visit us over at Blues Bros Minute. Facebook, Blues Brothers Minute Listeners Hole. Look for Mike's picture of the what was it? Time Warp? That's the band Time Warp.
When this one hits the airwaves, I'll put a picture of Time Warp up there.
Yeah.
That would
It's
be
a good place to hang out, share your Blues Brothers and your Blues Brothers Minute fun.
How about a fresco?
And always, get over to Apple Podcasts, iTunes, rate, review, and subscribe over there. Helps make people know about the show. And listen, I think we've done it.
Just ask my grandson
I think we
Spalding.
put episode 43 in the hole.
He and I are regular pals. We should be able to
Regular
send the
pals.
patrons we should send them a fresca if they give enough money.
We should send him a friend, or we should like be able to give him asthma or something. That'd be great.
Yeah, I'll give you asthma.
For a certain amount, they get asthma.
Yeah, asthma.
Yeah, I'll give you asthma.
No more tennis for you.
All right.
Or no more golf, rather. You can play tennis with asthma, as we know. You can't play golf.
Yeah. Yeah, $1,000 a month will send you to dreary old Manhattan. That's not true. Well, listen, everybody. Thank you for listening. Please come back next time.
For more stupid Picard jokes from Tom.
I'll see if I can work in another stupid Picard joke.
Take it away.
I'm sure I can. Just give me enough rope. And now, here's Sting to play us out with a cut from his new album. Take it away.
There's no words on it.
Hey, you scratched my ankle!
I got a Picard joke.
Oh, what is it?
Want to hear a joke?
If you say it's... No, it's fine. I don't have anything. I really don't care. Yeah, I don't know. Sam, no.